Hello friends, in today's session we are going to discuss the case Union of India and another versus Mohit Minerals Pvt.Ltd. First let us briefly understand this case. This case was related to the goods and service tax GST system in which the constitutional validity of the GST Compensation to States Act 2017 and the compensation cess levied under it was challenged. The GST was implemented through the 101 Constitutional Amendment Act 2016, which led to the abolition of several indirect taxes, and a compensation cess was introduced to offset the revenue loss of states. Mohit Minerals Pvt.Ltd., which import and purchase coal, sought to adjust the previously paid Clean Energy Cess with the GST Compensation Cess. The dispute primarily revolved around the legislative authority of Parliament, the constitutional validity of the Act, the possibility of it being curable legislation, the validity of imposing a cess on the same taxable event, and the right to adjust the previously paid tax. The Supreme Court recognized the power of Parliament to impose a cess under Article 270 of the Constitution and upheld Parliament's authority to enact laws to compensate states for revenue loss under Section 18 of the Amendment Act. The court clarified that the cess is a legitimate means of generating special revenue and was lawfully implemented. This decision reinforced the constitutional validity of the GST system and helped ensure financial balance between the union and the states, thereby strengthening cooperative federalism. Now let us study this case in details. Answer: Union of India and others, plaintiff or appellant versus Mohit Minerals Pvt.Ltd. defendant. Reference: Civil Appeal number 10177 of 2018. Case overview. This case pertained to the new goods and service tax GST regime. Especially, it challenged the constitutional validity of the goods and service tax compensation to States Act 2017 and the compensation cess levied under it before the Supreme Court of India. Under the Constitution 101st Amendment Act 2016, GST was introduced, which led to the abolition of various indirect taxes. As a result of this amendment, a GST compensation cess was imposed to the compensate states for revenue losses incurred due to the implementation of GST. Facts of the case. Mohit Minerals Pvt.Ltd. is a company that imports coal from Indonesia and South Africa and also purchases coal from Indian mines. Previously, under the Finance Act 2010, a Clean Energy Cess was levied, which was later abolished. The petitioner demanded that the Clean Energy Cess already paid should be adjusted against the GST compensation cess. Key issue in the case. Point A is the Goods and Service Tax Compensation to States Act 2017 beyond the legislative competence of the Parliament. Point B, does the Act violate the Constitution 101st Amendment Act 2016? Point C, is the Act is a curable legislation? A curable legislation means a law that appears to be legally valid and compliant with constitutional provisions, but it actually enacted to achieve an indirect objective. Point D, is the imposition of both state cess and GST compensation cess on the same taxable event permissible? Point E. Should traders who have already paid the Clean Energy Cess be entitled to an adjustment against the GST Compensation Cess? Supreme Court's judgment. Interpreting the Constitution, the Supreme Court held that under Article 270, Parliament has the authority to impose any type of cess. Section 18 of the Amendment Act grants Parliament the power to enact laws to compensate states for revenue losses due to the implementation of GST. The court also clarified that the purchase of a cess is to generate special revenue and it has been duly enacted by Parliament. Conclusion. This ruling upheld the constitutional validity of the GST tax system in India. It confirmed that Parliament has the authority to impose the GST compensation cess, making it a legitimate method for the compensating states for revenue losses. The Supreme Court's decision played a crucial role in maintaining financial balance between the Union and the states and ensuring the effective implementation of GST. It strengthened fiscal federalism and cooperative federalism, setting a precedent for addressing similar challenges in the future. Please watch full video, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.